One of the biggest storylines, and there's plenty of them, frankly, on Married at First Sight, but one of the biggest this year has been that of 29-year-old Matt, who lost his virginity while on the show.
Yeah, he did, Deb. However, things quickly turned sour with Lauren and Matt becoming the first couple to actually leave the show. But we're very pleased to say it's not all bad news. In fact, we're delighted to say that Matt has found a new love interest, and we're pleased to say that Matt and his new girlfriend Annabelle are here now in the studio. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Hey guys.
Good morning. Matt, tell us, how did you and Annabelle meet?
Well, we actually both met trying out for wrestling.
Sorry?
Wrestling, like professional wrestling, like, you know, kind of WWE sort of thing.
What? Wow!
Yeah, it was weird because I'd always wanted to do it as a kid, and then after doing the show, it was like, I've done that, why don't I give this a go?
Because you said that all along in the show, that you wanted to take on new challenges and try new things.
Yeah, and it was doing the show that gave me the confidence to try out for wrestling where I met Annabelle.
Annabelle,
You're a wrestler.
wrestling.
Well, we're trying out at school at the moment, so we're still learning and training. And but yeah, we both tried out at United Pro Wrestling on Sunshine Coast, and we both made it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
And did sparks fly instantly as you were wrestling?
No.
They didn't.
No. Well, I don't know. I met you, and I just was quite intimidated and scared of him, to be honest, because he's quite a big guy. And didn't at training you offered me a lift home, and I sort of said no and ran away. And then it was a few weeks where we just sort of started talking and getting to know each other. And yeah, he started asking me questions that men don't really ask me, like what I read and what I was interested in. And yeah, we just
Actually
became friends.
engaging with you.
Yeah, asking me questions about my brain and
she
what
had
I
good
thought.
answers.
Yeah, wow.
Like,
Which is
it was
weird,
great.
yeah.
Well, it's quite new, but obviously we can see the connection between you two already. I can't get the visual of you being a wrestler, Annabelle, out of my mind.
Well, I'm trying one day.
But you're from the UK, and Married at First Sight, you know, it's a phenomenon here in Australia. Were you familiar with the show before you met Matt? Or have you watched the show?
Well, I have now.
And?
Well, it's definitely been an experience. It's sort of, yeah, just as things have unfolded, everything's got a little bit crazy, but we've just had to be quite low-key. You know, I haven't wanted to ruin any storylines for people, so...
And I think it's been hard because something that happened so many months ago was sort of reliving like it's happening live.
Yeah.
So that was quite I guess, a challenging time, but it's good now.
Matt, as you know, Married at First Sight makes you a household name. How are you going post the experiment? How is day-to-day life? Obviously fabulous that you've met Annabelle.
Yeah, no, that's a really good side effect of it. Yeah, it's not been too bad. I'm not one who goes out a lot of places, but I have been, you know, stopped in Coles a couple of times and just stopped at a cafe for lunch, you know, people wanting to get a photo, and they've all been really nice and really kind, and so far that's not been very negative.
So when you went into the show, the overarching thing for me was that you did lack confidence, and that you were coming on to sort of face a lot of your fears, as it were, and to move into a new chapter in your life. Do you think that if you didn't go on Married at First Sight, that you wouldn't have had perhaps the capacity to meet Annabelle?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like, I don't regret doing the experiment for one instant. It taught me so many things about myself, about relationships, about other people that, you know, I've since done things and tried things that I wouldn't have had I not gone on the experiment. I certainly wouldn't have met Annabelle, and that would, you know...
Well, you might have met her but not actually approached her.
Oh, maybe, but, like, I wouldn't have even had the guts to try out for wrestling had I not done the show. I certainly wouldn't have had the guts to talk to Annabelle. And
There you go. So it's been a positive experience. There is a bit of distance with where you're both living at the moment. How are you getting around that? Is that okay?
Well, because we train up in Beerwah, we're seeing each other a couple of times a week anyway. And
then I'll drive down to Brisbane. I mean, it's a little bit of
You're
commuting,
making it
but
work.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not so far, I think. Once you kind of get used to it, because I was training for months beforehand, I don't mind.
Where are we headed with this wrestling? Where are we going to see you? At some championships or something?
Oh,
Like,
probably the shed at Aussie World at some point. God, I mean, and then who knows?
We might follow you very
Maybe
closely.
there's a
on
show.
that. Exactly. There could be another reality show in the making on the couch. Well done you. Congratulations. And it's exciting, Matt, for you to see that you have, you know, moved into such a great space, because it looks like you're in a really good part of your life at the moment.
I'm really happy.
there we go. We'll tell the experts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.